Not a single one among you is longing for a Horus. The effulgence of Kur exists, but there is gnomes. The gain of this nation is one. Also the loss is one. Only one is the prophet of all. Dan is one. UNMN is one. The holy Pandaram is one. God is one. Quran also is one. Would it have been very difficult for Muslims to be one? Sects abound somewhere, and somewhere are castes. Are these the ways to progress in the world? Who is the renouncer of the laws of the Holy Prophet, the criterion for whose actions is expediency of time? Who is enamored with the customs of the enemies? Whose thinking is disgusted with ancestors' ways? No warmth is in the heart. No feeling is in the soul. There is no respect for the message of Muhammad in you. If some array themselves in mosques, it is the poor. If some endure the discomfort of fasting, it is the poor. If some are reverent to us, it is the poor. If some hide your faults, it is the poor. The rich in their arrogance of wealth are negligent of us. The military baya is alive on the strength of the poor. That mature thinking of the nation's preacher is gone. That natural lightning is gone. Fiery speeches are gone. The ritual of Adan has persisted. The spirit of Bilal is gone. Philosophy has persisted. The teaching of Ghazala is gone. Mosques are lamenting that the reciters of prayers are gone. That is, those with attributes of Elijah's people are gone. Clamor is that Muslims have disappeared from the world. We ask whether the Muslims were present anywhere. In fashion you are Christians, in culture you are Hindus. Are these Muslims who put the Jews to embarrassment? Sure, you are even Saeed, Mirza, and Afghan also. You are all these. Say whether you are Musulmans also. During speech the candor of the Muslim was fearless. His justice was strong, undefiled by consideration of bias. The tree of Muslim's nature was watered with modesty. In valor he was an incomprehensible existence. Internal warmth was the essence of his wine's quality. To empty itself was the custom of his decanter. Every Muslim was a lancet for the vein of infidelity. Activism was the polish to the mirror of his life. Whatever trust he had on his own strength it was. You are afraid of death, he afraid of God alone was. If the art of the Father not well known to the Son be, how can the Son worthy of the heritage of the Father be? Everyone is intoxicated with the wine of indulgence. Are you Muslims? To you is this the way of Islam? You have neither the Fakhr of Haidar nor the wealth of Uthman. What spiritual relation between you and your ancestors exists? They were respected in the world by being Muslims, and you became disgraced by abandoning the Quran. You are indignant to each other. Beneficent they were. You are guilty and prying into guilts. Forgiving and merciful they were. Though everybody wants to reach the zenith of Thora, everybody must first cultivate that kind of affable heart. The throne of Fakhr was theirs, the crown of Kai also. Is this all mere empty talk, or you have that ardor also? You are self-destructive, zealous, and self-respecting they were. You flee from brotherhood, lovers and brotherhood they were. You are head to foot talk, action incarnate they were. You tantalize for flower bud with garden in their lap they were. Even now nations remember their story. Impressed on existence's sheet is their fidelity. Like stars on the nation's horizon you appeared also. In the Indian idols' love you became a Brahmin also. In the love for flying you became separated from the nest also. Indolent were the youth already, became suspicious of Dan also. They have been freed from every restraint by civilization. Having been brought from Kaaba, they have been settled in the temple. Quais may not continue enduring hardships of seclusion in the wilderness, may stroll in the city, may not remain wandering in wilderness.